Have you ever heard of the word Derp? It's a nerdy kind of word from Twitter and from the internet. Most people who have heard of it think it means a person doing a stupid thing or being a stupid person. The word probably originated from a South Park episode a few years ago, but according to Professor Noah Smith, an economics professor in the business school at Stony Brook University, it refers to a person who doesn't change his prior opinion in the light of new, objective evidence. It's actually about something called Bayesian probability, which is essentially your best bet of how likely something is to be true. Your first guess is called your prior, or your prior belief. But to be Bayesian, your ultimate conclusion must factor in available evidence. So after you take that evidence into account, you form what's called a posterior, or a posterior belief. And of course, if more evidence comes in, you repeat the process, modifying your belief by factoring in the new evidence. Whether you change your prior belief or not is based on three things in this system. A, how different the evidence is from your prior. B, the strength of the evidence. And C, the strength of the prior belief. If you don't alter your prior, even though the evidence to the contrary is overwhelming, then you're being derpy. It's also being a derp when you repeatedly assert or use a prior belief as if there was no objective evidence to the contrary. Here's an example. Oh, one more time won't hurt. A reasonable person is Bayesian, or in other words, is guided by Bayesian probability. But as Dale Carnegie said in How to Win Friends and Influence People, quote, "When dealing with people, let us remember we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with creatures of emotion, creatures bristling with prejudices and motivated by pride and vanity. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, and most fools do, but it takes character and self-control to understand and forgive." Close quote. Well, hopefully this little video about what it means to be a derp will help you with that understanding and help you forgive other people rather than hate them because they don't agree with you. And that understanding includes yourself, with respect to your own views and negative habits. For example, one implication of Bayesian probability is that your own beliefs about your negative habits, especially about whether you can beat them and whether you will have a good life without them, plays a huge role in determining success or failure in trying to break those habits. Consider the man who says life is not worth living without smoking. So don't be a derp. We've presented the evidence. Don't just dismiss it or sweep it under the rug. Remember the concept of derpiness at those moments. You can change.